Hello friends, how are you doing today? Really, how are you doing? My name is Kirsty, and this is another episode of Is It Expired? Let's shop my stash! I'm going to add a disclaimer that I probably should be adding to all of these videos, and that is, do not use expired makeup. I am well aware of all the suggested expiry dates on my products, and I'm actively choosing to ignore them. That's on me. With that being said, if I do end up with pink eye, a rash, or a breakout, the 6 of you who watch this will be the first to know. The point of this project is to use some of my older pieces of makeup I have been collecting for almost 10 years, and I know some of it's gotta go. Some of it is time to throw out the door. But I want to test it first. I want to see where it's at, I want to smell it, I want to see the texture, and I want to see if it reacts on my skin. And I'm going to do that by picking 5 random items through a random number generator in my list and trying those products for about a week. I did get ready 5 times this week, so it was a pretty good notion of how these products were working, which is awesome. So let's go through what I picked last week, let's see where those are at, and then we'll move on to the new picks. So, I really need like I just need like a little, I can't even see what I'm doing, my own drum roll. Yep, okay. First thing from last week that I did use was the What Dreams Are Made Of, the Lizzie McGuire palette. This, I did try to use every shade at least once. I did really focus on the greens and the pinks in here, so that was a lot of fun. Kind of some unique looks out of it. We can see a couple of little dips happening, so I love to see some progress. Progress is awesome, but this one is totally fine. It's not that old, so I'm excited to use it again in the future. Next. I have the Goddess of Love highlight from Makeup Revolution or I Heart Makeup. This is totally fine. It is very old, but it still performs beautifully. Love it. I still don't understand how it doesn't look like I've made a dent. I go heavy on this bitch. I love it. And yet, looks pristine. Alright, so I'll just keep on keeping on with that guy. Yeah. If I can get the lid back on. Next. Then I do have, this is the Glam Stick Foundation in the shade Porcelain. Because I am porcelain. As you can tell, my summer tan is already gone, and I get to be a pasty white bitch for the next 6 months. So that's fun. The color was actually spot on, so that's awesome, but I didn't love this product. It's not great with dry skin. It takes a lot of patience and a lot of blending to kind of get it to where you need it to be. I may consider giving it to a friend. I also may consider utilizing it again in the summer when my skin is not absorbing all the moisture in the room. Sucking it all in, sucking it dry. So I will try that again later. Next. The Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics Stained Gloss in the shade Nomad. I have no excuse for this one. It is incredibly old. When I first put it on, it felt fine, it smelled fine, I was cool with it. I did utilize it about 7 or 8 times throughout the week just to try to get some reapplications in there as well. And it's like the longer I had it on, the consistency almost changed. It was stickier, it was thicker, I didn't love it. And then I would start noticing this like plastic smell, which was very off-putting. So that being said, I'm going to call this one expired and we're going to get rid of it. It's gone. See you later. You can't sit with us. Last item for last week. This is the Nars Illuminator in the shade Laguna. This is also incredibly old, but I have to be honest, I love this. Once I shook it up and got the consistency back to normal, I adore this product. I'm even using it again today as a cream bronzer because I really enjoy it. You do have to be quite light-handed on it when you are the shade of snow, but once you figure it out, it's fabulous. So I'm going to keep this for now. It is going to make it through to the next round, and I'll just keep using it in the meantime until things start getting funky. When you can slam dunk that funk. That came out well. Okay, moving on. This week was wild because everything is quite new. I have no idea how that happened. Alright, so let's get into this week. It was an interesting batch. I'm actually really excited to keep using these. I loved using them today. They're all very like nice and natural, which is kind of nice. I don't have to do anything too crazy, too wild, even though I usually do. So we'll see what happens. First, Elliot. Okay, this is the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade 6 a.m. It's just this beautiful, like, I don't even know what to call that because it is an orange, but it's just got these beautiful undertones. There is some like yellow, like mango-y shades. I love it. I love it so much. This one I have had for maybe a year and a half, so I'm excited to get some more use out of this. As you can tell, I have used it a few times, so it's not brand spanking new, but it is still a baby in my collection, so I'm excited to get some use out of that. Sometimes I just forget about my single shadows, even though I have almost 200 of them, I forget about them. So I'm excited to use that. With that, I think my random number generator just has a fetish for ColourPop. Like I was saying, I don't have that much ColourPop. I really don't. I've done maybe 3 orders from them ever. None of them massive, but somehow it has picked a ColourPop item every week, and this week it picked 2. It picked 2. I don't understand what's going on. So this is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I'm very angry at this product. It is only maybe a year and a half old. If that, I might have gotten this year, to be completely honest. It's between a year, like 10 months, to a year and a half old. It is not old. However, I went to put it on today. So, if you wear makeup, you know this comes with an applicator that is not just a stick. It has a doe foot. There is a little piece that comes off of that is a nice little soft doe foot, is what they call it, and that's how you apply. Well, I put this under my eyes today, and then I put it back in and I pulled it back out. The doe foot is in the container. I can't find it. I'm not going to go digging because it's still full. It is completely full, but the applicator has broken off. So what I had to do was I had to take out the stopper, which means this is just a mess of epic proportions at this point. I don't know. This is going to be hell on earth to use because I had to take out the stopper, and now I'm just kind of using a stick, and then I'm just going to blend it in with my beauty blender because what the actual hell? I don't know. I'm very upset about it. I love the actual product, but like, maybe put your pieces together a little bit better. That's what I get for spending $8 on a concealer, I guess. But yeah, so the doe foot is in here. It's in this general vicinity. I'm not going to go digging in there when it's still full. That was my wild ride today. Just getting ready in general. It was a ride. Moving on. The Makeup Revolution. It's funny because I swear my random number generator is just picking like the same 3 brands over and over again, and I have at least 150 brands of just brands within my collection. So I don't know. This is the Peach Charming Liquid Lipstick. That's a doe foot. So that is the actual applicator. The other one should have had something like this. That's what's gone. This one is still intact. Yay. I love this liquid lipstick. I love the shade. It is so like beautifully neutral. I have used this probably a dozen times and it's only maybe just over a year old. So I was really happy that this was picked. It's fairly new. It's fairly used, and I will be happy to use that for the next week. So, okay. Next I do have the Glam Ready Set Eyeshadow Primer. This I think I've had for maybe, I know I bought this year, so probably like 8 months, but I had never used it. I had never even opened it. So this was kind of wild to me. First of all, the applicator, another doe foot, okay? We're well educated on what a doe foot is now, but it's clear, and then it's a doe foot. And I've never actually seen an eyeshadow primer like this, specifically with a little hole in the middle. The Urban Decay one used to just be a basic doe foot, and yeah, that was a whole thing. And then they went to a tube, and then they went to the tube with the doe foot. Anyway, this one's weird because it's clear. It's like a gel. So everything is still on, and it's not creasing. Okay, alright. I'm kind of excited to keep trying this because I've never actually used a product quite like this. And bonus, I have a bonus. I don't know if you can see that, but there's literally an expiry date on here. Not that I'm going to pay attention to it. It is 12/07/2025. Glam is Chinese, so that might be July 12th, or it could be December 7th, depending if they wanted to do Americanized version of date or European. Either way, 2025, it's not expired yet. Not expired. Actual date. Very exciting. Moving on. Last. I feel like E.T. I don't know why. Okay. Last product on this week's list. I can never get these open. Hold on. Just bear with me while I break a nail trying to get into this. There we go. This is literally brand new, as in I got this last month. It's brand spanking new. This is the Pat McGrath bronzer in Nude Honey. I love him. I really do. Beautiful product. I kind of just got introduced to the Pat McGrath products. I have a few blushes, a couple bronzers, lip gloss, eyeshadow palettes now, but due to the price point, I've been a little bit hesitant on these. And then there was a sale, and I kind of went nuts, and I really like them, so I'm going to keep that in mind for Black Friday, Boxing Day, whatever, because I probably will get some more of her products. They are stunning. So I do really love this bronzer. I've used it probably 3 or 4 times. I've only had it for a month, so it's fresh. It's a baby. I don't even know how babies work, so. Its kneecaps have not grown in yet. I don't think babies have kneecaps. It's that fresh. It's been a week, guys. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. All over the place this week. Okay. That is everything for this week. This, I feel like, was short and sweet, and that's all it needs to be. I am excited to use these products, mostly because they are so new that I know I'm not going to have issues with them. It is nice to be able to use up products that I'm not, like, a little bit concerned about. Oh, is that actually... am I going to react to that? I don't know. Okay, is it supposed to smell like this? Oh, well, it's only 2 months old. Yes, it's supposed to smell like that. But it's going to be a good one. That's all I have to say about it. It's going to be fun, and we'll see if we can actually make any progress on this. We'll see if I have enough of fighting with that ColourPop concealer. I love the concealer, though. That's the issue. But, like, where'd my doe foot go? Where did it go? How does that happen? It's not like I, like, shove it in and, like, wiggle the living crap out of it. I don't whisk it. Boop, boop, and it was gone. It dove into the sea of concealer, which was a deep-ass sea because it's fresh. It's a new concealer. Anyway, I want my doe foot back. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful day. Wherever you are, enjoy yourself. And I will see you next week.